Hello, everyone. This is my podcast, and it's called You Be the Judge. So I'm going to let you be the judge. Okay, there's some things I have to get off my chest. So let me just say this. Go ahead and subscribe because it's about to get interesting. My podcast is always going to leave it up to you, the viewers, to be the judge, but I'm not saying judge anybody, but you be the judge, meaning you put two and two together and it get you four. And if it get you five, your math ain't mathing. Okay. But I'm gonna start this out by saying, if you ever have an idea, a business idea, a job idea, a product idea, a marketing idea, any idea that you can benefit from, any idea, okay? Never promote it to people. Don't tell nobody. I'm telling you this for a personal experience and reasoning of keep things that you're blessed with to yourself until you is operating fully 100% in it and have 100% control of your idea. Because your idea can get leaked to somebody else's perception of your idea. And they take full consideration, full responsibility, and accountable for your idea once you tell your idea. So the idea of doing this video about ideas is going to give you a better conclusion and a better way to approach creating, building your ideas without letting people know. Because once you let people in, remember, you let them in. So, from personal experiences, I noticed, but I did it, okay, just to see, okay, who I'm dealing with, what I'm dealing with. I got social media pages, to give people my ideas of life. On Facebook, it asks you, what's on your mind, right? What's on your mind? What's on your mind? Something like an idea. You're supposed to keep that in your mind and create it in your mind and make it your reality. So once you make it your reality for yourself, no one can ever claim they did it first, or this was my idea, or I thought of this a long time ago, or whatever. Giving excuses to not support the person who brought the idea. Okay. Prime example. I threw out an idea because where I'm from, nobody knew about this idea. Nobody even was participating in this idea. This only one idea out of the three ideas that I put out there to the minds who will and some won't take your idea. But my thing is, since I'm a businessman with a business plan, sometimes you see who is feeling froggy. You see who will watch you just to take from you, or to watch you to squeeze the mop in their bucket from your water that you got up off of your mind to create this idea. Okay? Follow what I'm saying. So my idea was this right here. I mean, it was not a big idea. I just gave them a little legal leadway idea. I was the first person where I was from. Okay. I don't have to give the state name. I'm not trying to make nobody look bad. I'm not trying to make nobody look no certain type of way because all people don't steal. Some people do support the ideas. So, with that being said, marijuana is a big deal. Okay, marijuana is the biggest deal growing up in the community that I grew up in and understanding the culture and background that marijuana came from and the idea of where it came from, right? Mind you, it's illegal in some states. In some states, it's legal. But my thing is, if it's legal in some states and not some of the other states, it got to be some leeway in the middle, meeting that ground of it being legal and illegal. So something in the middle wasn't sounding right to me, and I was like, not saying um I'm a supporter of people selling it on the streets or whatever. I'm just giving you my idea that I had created before other ideas started to create it based off my idea. So you can get marijuana sent directly to your spot. Literally, the legal kind. It's called THCA. It's zero point 0.3 THC that's inside of it. And that is the farm bill they created in 2018 stating along as the cannabis plant only have zero point 0.3 THC level, like the highest level is zero point 0.3. Some levels can, be 21.0 THC in it. I seen higher than that. But that's the legal, most natural kind that you actually get shipped to your house. Okay. So we got a clear picture of my idea. So I put it out there on the internet. Over 70 people like my post. I posted different kinds, and they had one called Trump wife and whatever. Right? It just was different names, and because like I say, I researched a lot of things, and I found a couple online shops that actually produces the legal amount of THC in these cannabis plants, and I have tried some, and you will be surprised. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna say, but the idea leaped. Okay, it leaped. It was like a hole in the roof, right? And I knew it was gonna do that. And some people did try. You feel me? I gave them like a lower level dosage because I didn't want to freak them out. I just wanted them to see, right, that it's actually marijuana, but it's not with a whole lot of pesticides in it. Pesticides is how much you spray the plant with THC and different chemicals to grow the bud stronger and more potent to the point it makes you a whole lot, right? Because of the chemicals in it, your body is reacting to the pesticide. So I put the idea out there, stamping it like I know what I'm saying, because what I'm saying is what I know because I experienced and done it and actually was legit before anybody knew they can get this stuff sent to them or even possibly sell it. But to put the icing on the cake, the reason why I say keep your ideas to yourself because people can take your bricks that they seen your idea like it's like or take your sand and build a castle that you drew a picture of and put it on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, whatever, without doing it yourself. You say, this is my idea. And I think you guys should, if you got any questions, inbox me and I can further proceed on how I found this out since I was the first person, quote unquote, for example, to make a light bulb, or I was the first guy to make a computer motherboard, or I was the first person, to make apple juice from apples or grape juice from grapes. Wow, you feel me? So instead of me not giving my ingredients away to how to make the apple juice or to make the light bulb or the computer motherboard, right? I did, right? Just saying, for the cannabis, okay. And I got I had like 4,000 follower friends or whatever. I had, businessmen. I had black people. I had white people, Mexicans, because I'm not racist. So, you know, I'm all over the board with it. Just I accept you long as you accept me. I see past deception, which is your skin you in, right? So you know, I put my idea out there. Several months later, I go to a stores where, matter of fact, different stores where I was from, because I had, like I say, all type of people on my page, even down to people that's from, Afghanistan with Arabs and, all type of Mexicans, whoever, right? So I posted on social media, go in the stores, and I see the exact same type of stuff that I was just talking about on my social media page, right? Knowing that this stuff was nowhere even thought of. Yeah, you probably had the CBD and this was it. Like they only had CBD and stuff, but I took notice how much people will watch you, right? But I did it for a reason to see how many people actually watching me, but acting like they're not watching me, right? Because you got some people like, might study what he talking about, right? But he ain't talking about nothing, right? They play it off like that. So they won't feel the guilt or whatever from trying to manifest my idea. Understand? So I'm telling you this for a reason. I go in the store and see they got a bunch of cannabis, right? It's 0.3 THC legal after I just put it on Facebook and was the first person, and I know it. I was the first person in my area to even know anything about this stuff. But knowing that these same people, stores, whatever, or people, places, and they seen it and they instantly took the idea without consideration of even going to the person. If I just showed you how to make apple juice, like back in the BC days, right? Nobody never know how to make grape juice, right? I was the first person that brought out the little, and had it dripping underneath in the cup. People was amazed, like, oh wow, this guy is showing us how to make grape juice, right? And they'll ask the person, how did you make that grape juice? How did you put the metal together to drench out the juice from the grapes? You tell them your recipe, right? So next time you see them and you set up your little concession stand selling grapes, now you go down the street or down to another state or down somewhere the stuff is not legal, and you see like everybody took your idea knowing that I was the first person to come up with the idea, and nobody never once sent the consideration, okay, to the person who started the idea. So for another example, I'm gonna give you one more example of always protect your ideas, because this goes back even in history, how even today they take ideas and make it seem like it was this type of group first, or it was this people first, or this or these people own this, when really it's a stolen, a criminal mind state to actually steal some idea. Okay, crime don't always have to be physically doing things. It could be mentally seeing something and be like, I'm gonna steal that. So they're still committing crime on a spiritual level without giving the consideration to the person who created the idea, like God created the world. Majority of the people give thanks for that. Imagine if some of the people like, no, I created this world. You would look at them like, no, I know what I know, and I'm far from slow. Okay, so for another example, I um I have a business that I was the first person that in my area, one of the first person my age especially, was one of the first people to bring a company that teach people about financial education, credit repair, earning money online the legit way without having to worry about is it a scam or not. Because we are a plus with the BBB, Better Business Bureau system basically, and they scale your business and they scan it to see if it's a scam, and no, it's not, right? So I posted on social media again. I'm like, let's see who actually going to want to participate. Since I did bring out this idea, bought business cards, had it all over my little small city that I'm from. Okay, it's not like people don't know me; people know me. But I took notice one day when I was at a gas station, and I seen this girl. boyfriend who I talked to on social media, right? Like, would you still consider joining our company? Because I see that, you're starting to talk about credit on your page or whatever. And I know I did approach you on it first because I could tell, whatever. They didn't know about it, right? Whatever. She told me, after telling you, they were on my page. They found somebody in a whole nother state. They told me they joined with somebody else, knowing I was the first person to bring it to them. So what it's showing me is if a person can actually take your idea and consider it with somebody else and not you, the person who came up with the idea, it shows they're in competition, and it actually shows that they're trying to be the ones who, since 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 they didn't learn it first, they didn't want to come to the person that learned it first because they're gonna feel like they learned it last. When our reality is something that I bring to their attention for a positive outcome to help us all. Because you can be in business, okay, by yourself, but not with yourself, right? But I learned ideas are only meant for you to own it first, and then branch off once you have enough stability to do it. Because some people are not going to support you at your lowest, they're going to want to support you at the highest. And I guess since people can view you, in a certain way because they think they know you when they really don't know you, they'll try to take your idea and take full credibility for it first, even though you done it first. And this is something that's been going on through history, but it's a time to stop. Because imagine, the, the dust bites the dust. The left hand always go back to the right hand. So what goes around comes around, what goes up must come down. So it's like understanding principles. We gotta live with morals, okay? But never let your left hand know what your right hand is doing until it's completely together and you can spread both hands together because you got to protect it enough. But the whole message for this video is keep your ideas to yourself and yourself only, to keep the power on your side of the court, they say. Because some people be like, you know what? I'm going to take this same power, this same information, and do it some elsewhere and do it better than the person that gave it to me and showed it to me. Just imagine. But luckily, I'm not a mean, spiteful guy. Luckily, I don't hate people for their wrongdoings because I'm not the judge of stealing people. I'm going to say hard work and dedication, built up century work that they did for their people or their business or their ideas. See? So what I'm saying is a change have to come, have to stop, because they feel like because who give it a message, they don't value the lesson and ideas from the person who's giving it, because they're biased, they may be racist, they may just be jealous, they may be hating, envy. It could be a bunch of things, but I don't focus on that. But I'm just giving you guys an example of keep your ideas to yourself if you want to fully see the value of your idea without people digging into your value and your ideas getting their own value off of your ideas. That makes sense? So this is the end of this video. And if you like this video, give me a subscribe, thumbs up in the comments, share this YouTube video with your fellow social media friends and let them know that, this podcast is called You Be the Judge. So with that being said, when it comes to ideas, what do you think? You be the judge.